start this trade recap. Let's get it going. All right, so today we took one trade and we hit break even, as you can see here. I already went through this with the vlog. My main dilemma here is getting the account balance back to whatever it was before this loss. So just aiming for 1 to 2, risking 250. That's my objective here, and I did take a short today on ES, which wasn't bad. I won't lie. We can justify it. But here was the trade from NQ. NQ would have offered the best setup even before this IFVG was formed. Taking it while it was forming and then taking it to these lows, having a nice, like 30 to 40 point stop. Not bad, won't lie. Boom. Maybe aim for a little bit more if you wanted, and you would have got your 1 to 2. Boom. That's it. That's all it is. Strong displacement and speed. I promise you these candles were not hesitant. So yeah, you can see these candles were not hesitant to get to that objective. But we traded the wrong asset. I traded the wrong asset. And it goes to show, So let's go on this one. Let's clean it up. Boom. And yeah. Reason why I liked NQ more was because of the highs. It wasn't reaching these highs at all. While ES and YM were. Talking about these highs right here. So it's your first buy set objective right here. This is your second. It's your relative equal lows on the sell side objective. Even though this one probably did sweep this low, it's still there. On the daily time frame, you don't really have much, except for this right here. Telling you, like, hey, we're bearish, this and that. Let's take these off right here for the daily so you can see it. I don't think we swept previous day high also, which would have to be those highs up there. But yeah, we never really swept previous day high. We never really swept previous day low inside of a range. Not really looking too ideal, if I'm being truly honest. And then again, we had that daily SIBI. We also have a 4-hour BPR, which is yet to really get inverse. So again, to me, that still looks a little bit more bearish. And then I'm gonna show you on 1 hour time frame. You can see we had a candle range high sweep. 30-minute time frame, really the same objective here. We had a 30-minute candle range high sweep. Boom, 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 boom. Very, very clear, very, very objective right then and there. And again, your target is pretty much really going to be these lows down here. This low inside of the fair value gap there. Very promising. We also have a fair value up here, but again, it should get disrespected, especially if we're having strong rejection. We pushed up all the way up here. All this right here is absorption. This is all absorption right here. All this wick right here. Trapped buyers. The passive sellers held. Now we should start seeing, aggression here. And then on the 5-minute time frame, we had a 5-minute IFVG forming right here. And yeah, that's pretty much where I looked to take my setup, and eventually you see the market is stalling here. And yeah, that was pretty much how I took my setup. I trailed my stop pretty tight, and we got stopped out. So it was during this candle right here we got stopped out. Market reached a 1-to-1. I probably would have got stopped out either way. Here in this scenario, the asset to trade was NQ. Even though the bias and everything in the draw might be correct, everything is aligning perfectly for NQ. And NQ should have been the one we were trading. That's, end goal, BLN, BL. I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. That should have just been the objective, though, in the first place, was NQ. And why? Because, again, it showed the most weakness for the downside, while these were showing a lot of strength and bullishness to continue and, try to push price higher, while NQ did not show any of that. And I am a little frustrated because, again, this is like my second time doing this where I have the right bias, I have everything correct, but the entry and the trade management isn't there. Like last trade on Friday, we hit break even. We hit break even, and it made me mad because, again, the trade idea was correct. Everything was correct. But again, we just hit break even. We just continue to hit break even. Which again, I'm not really against, because again, previous weeks before we had the same dilemma where we would hit break even and we would be right, during one of those days where the market would just melt. It would melt and reach our objective pretty quickly, and the break even didn't really matter. But now it's the opposite, like the market's not really melting, it's taking its time, and we're impatient, and we hit break even, and then boom, we reach our objective next thing, So it is a little frustrating. Because again, everything, all this right here was, created, and we just failed to have the belief in it. Have to leave the stop loss where it's at, this and that. We failed to have belief in it, and that's kind of where it just gets annoying. It gets very, very annoying, because we had like a 12-point stop loss. That's pretty good with a 24 points objective. You're not going to reach that, unless you're trading news or something in like 5 minutes or something. It's going to take time, probably like 10 to 15 minutes. And yeah, so unless you're trading NQ, then I might meet it. But if you're trading ES, probably not. So and then I'm going to wait to see this, reach the objective. And then I'm waiting for the payout here, so waiting for this compliance approved. And after that, probably gonna get the payout. So I think it's really just the payout mentally messing with me. And then I'm trying to save these accounts. I'm trying to do this and that before the payout. I think I might just I don't know what I want to do. I think I might just stop trading and then wait for the payout to come in and then trade. I think that's like the best dilemma here, honestly. Instead of trying to run up a balance, this and that, and then be moving stops to break even, be fearful, trying to save accounts, this and that. So yeah, that's pretty much really it. Peace.